12 pickup trucks are rotting on dealer lots right now, and that's your opportunity. While everyone fights over $45,000 Tacomas and overpriced F-150, these trucks are sitting ignored, depreciating by the day, waiting for smart buyers who look past badges and internet opinions. We're talking proven powertrains, strong warranties, and price tags $8,000 to $15,000 below where they should be. The reason? Perception, not performance. Stigma, not statistics. Today we're exposing 12 trucks you should buy before the market corrects itself. Once people discover what dealers are sitting on, these deals disappear forever. Let's start at number 12. Number 12, Nissan Titan 2020 to 2024. Walk on to any dealer lot and you'll find them. Full-size Nissan Titan sitting in the back row, covered in dust, priced thousands below comparable F-150S and Silverados. Not because they're bad trucks, but because the nameplate carries zero emotional weight in America's truck culture. The 2020 to 2024 Nissan Titan, with the 5.6-liter Endurance 5.8 making 400 horsepower and 413 pound-feet of torque, is one of the most undervalued full-size trucks on the market. This isn't a turbocharged experiment or a cylinder deactivation nightmare. It's a naturally aspirated V8 that traces its lineage to Nissan's racing engines. Not boardroom cost-cutting exercises. Average days on lot? 90-plus days, nearly triple the F-150. That desperation creates opportunity. Dealers are offering $8,000 to $12,000 discounts just to move inventory. A 2022 Titan SV Crew Cab with 35,000 miles list for $28,000 to $32,000. A comparable 2022 F-150X LT with similar miles, $38,000 to $42,000. That's a $10,000 gap for functionally identical capability. The Endurance 4.8 routinely crosses 250,000 to 300,000 miles in commercial fleets. The 7-speed automatic shifts smoothly. The fully boxed frame handles heavy loads without complaint. Everything works. It just doesn't say Ford, Chevy, or Ram on the grille. The downside? Fuel economy at 15 miles per gallon city, 21 highway is poor. Brand prestige is non-existent. Nobody's impressed at the job site. Resale value will always trail domestic trucks. Parts availability can be challenging in rural areas, but you're getting 400 horsepower V8 capability for $10,000 less than competitors. That's smart buying. But does Nissan's full-size value compare to what Honda built with their controversial unibody truck? Number 11, Honda Ridgeline 2017 to 2025. There's a truck sitting on every Honda dealer lot that salespeople dread showing. Not because it's unreliable, it's one of the most dependable trucks made, but because every potential buyer says the same thing. That's not a real truck. The 2017 to 2025 Honda Ridgeline with the 3.5-liter J35 VR6 making 280 horsepower represents everything truck culture claims to hate. Unibody construction, independent rear suspension, and a bed trunk that makes it look soft. That stigma creates bargains. Average days on lot, 80-plus days. Dealers are desperate. A 2020 Ridgeline RTLE with 45,000 miles sells for $30,000 to $34,000. A comparable 2020 Tacoma TRD off-road with similar miles, $38,000 to $43,000. That's an $8,000 to $9,000 discount because buyers refuse to accept unibody engineering. Here's what perception misses. The J35 is Honda's legendary engine lasting 300,000 plus miles in Pilots, Odysseys, and Accords. The unibody construction means fewer squeaks and rattles at 150,000 miles. The independent rear suspension provides better ride quality than any body-on-frame competitor. The in-bed trunk is genuinely useful, lockable, waterproof, drainable. Consumer Reports gives these 4 to 5 out of 5 reliability ratings, best in class. Annual maintenance averages $550, lower than Tacoma, lower than Frontier. The 8-speed automatic shifts smoothly. Everything just works. The downside? Towing capacity at 5,000 pounds limits serious hauling. Ground clearance at 7.6 inches trails off-road competitors. The truck stigma means explaining your choice constantly. Resale value lags traditional trucks significantly, but you're getting Honda reliability for Frontier money. That's the definition of undervalued. But does Honda's unibody bargain compare to what Hyundai built when they entered the truck market? Number 10, Hyundai Santa Cruz 2022 to 2025. Hyundai made a fatal marketing mistake mistake when they launched the Santa Cruz. They called it a sport adventure vehicle instead of a truck. That identity crisis means these sit on lots for months while buyers mock them online and dealers slash prices desperately. The 2022 to 2025 Hyundai Santa Cruz with the 2.5-liter turbocharged four-cylinder, making 281 horsepower and 311 pound-feet of torque, outpowers the Tacoma by 6 while weighing 800 pounds less. It's faster, more fuel efficient, and costs thousands less, but truck buyers refuse to take it seriously. Average days on lot, 75 plus days. A 2023 Santa Cruz SEL Premium with 25,000 miles lists for $28,000 to $32,000. A 2023 Tacoma SR5 with similar miles, $37,000 to $41,000. That's a $9,000 to $10,000 gap because Hyundai badge engineering can't overcome real truck gatekeeping. The platform is proven. It's essentially a Tucson with a bed. The turbocharged engine is the same unit in the Sonata N-Line, proven to 200,000 plus miles in enthusiast hands. The 8-speed dual-clutch transmission shifts quickly. The ride quality is crossover smooth. For 90% of truck buyers who never tow more than 5,000 pounds or haul more than 1,000 pounds, the Santa Cruz does everything better. Even better, Hyundai's 10-year/100,000-mile warranty transfers to second owners as 5-year/60,000-mile coverage. That's better protection than any domestic or Japanese competitor offers used. The downside? The 4.3-foot bed is genuinely small. Forget full sheets of plywood. Towing capacity at 5,000 pounds is adequate, not impressive. The truck community mockery is real and relentless. Brand perception means zero respect, but you're getting turbocharged performance with warranty coverage for $10,000 less than alternatives. That's opportunity. But does Hyundai's crossover truck experiment compare to what Ram built when they kept the old design alive? Number 9. Ram 1500 Classic, 2019 to 2023. When Ram redesigned the 1500 for 2019, they did something clever. They kept the previous generation in production as the Classic model for fleet and budget buyers. The market punished them for it, assuming Classic meant outdated compromise. That misconception creates serious value. The 2019 to 2023 Ram 1500 Classic with the 3.6-liter Pentastar 5, 6 making 305 horsepower, or 5.7-liter Hemi 5, 8 making 395 horsepower, represents the last simple Ram before electronics took over. No massive touchscreens, no hybrid complexity, just proven powertrains in traditional truck engineering. Average days on lot, 75 plus days because buyers assume new is always better. A 2021 Ram 1500 Classic Warlock with 40,000 miles sells for $28,000 to $32,000. A comparable 2021 Ram 1500 Bighorn, new generation, with similar miles, $36,000 to $40,000. That's an $8,000 gap for mechanically similar trucks. The Pentastar 5.6 is proven across millions of Jeep Wranglers and Dodge Durangos to 250,000 plus miles. The 5.7-liter Hemi, when equipped without MDS cylinder deactivation in specific trims, is legendary for durability. The 8-speed automatic shifts smoothly. The interior is simpler but arguably more durable than the new generation's tech-heavy design. The downside? Interior materials feel cheaper than the redesigned model. Technology lags with smaller screens and fewer features. Fuel economy with the Hemi at 15 miles per gallon city, 22 highway is poor. Brand perception says old even though mechanically sound. But you're getting proven Ram capability for $8,000 less because the market values touchscreen size over powertrain longevity. That's irrational pricing, creating rational opportunity. But does Ram's old design value compare to what Ford built in the Ranger that Americans forgot existed? Number 8. Ford Ranger 2019 to 2024. Ford brought the Ranger back to America in 2019 after years overseas, expecting celebration. Instead, buyers complained it wasn't Ranger-sized anymore. It had grown into a proper mid-size competitor. That disappointment means Rangers sit ignored, while smaller Mavericks and bigger F-100s and 50s fly off lots. The 2019 to 2024 Ford Ranger with a 2.3-liter EcoBoost 4-cylinder, making 270 horsepower and 310 pound-feet of torque, is Ford's global mid-size platform, proven in Australia, Asia, and Europe for over a decade. This isn't experimental American engineering. It's battle-tested international design. Average days on lot, 65 plus days. A 2021 Ranger XLT Super Crew with 35,000 miles lists for $28,000 to $32,000. A 2021 Tacoma SR5 with similar miles, $34,000 to $38,000. That's a $6,000 gap because the Ranger lacks the Tacoma's cult following. The 2.3-liter EcoBoost is the same architecture as the Mustang EcoBoost, meaning enthusiast-proven durability. The 10-speed automatic shifts smoothly with proper gearing for towing. The frame is fully boxed, high-strength steel. The payload capacity at 1,860 pounds beats Tacoma by 200 pounds. The downside? The interior feels cramped compared to full-size trucks. Rear legroom is tight. The ride quality is firm, bordering on harsh, unloaded. Fuel economy at 20 miles per gallon city, 24 highway is mediocre. Resale value trails Tacoma significantly, but you're getting proven global platform with better payload for $6,000 less than Toyota. That's smart value. But does Ford's International Ranger compare to what Nissan built when they finally redesigned the Frontier? Number 7, Nissan Frontier Pro 4X, 2022 to 2025. Nissan finally redesigned the Frontier after running the same truck for 16 years. The new generation is objectively better in every measurable way. More power, better interior, modern technology. But the market doesn't care because Nissan truck still means resale disaster in buyers' minds. The 2022 to 2025 Nissan Frontier Pro 4X with a 3.8-liter V6 making 310 horsepower and 281 pound-feet of torque represents Nissan's best truck effort in decades. The engine is bulletproof. It's the same VQ architecture powering 370 Zs and Pathfinders to 250,000 plus miles. The 9-speed automatic shifts smoothly. The off-road hardware is legitimate, locking rear differential, Bilstein shocks, skid plates. Average days on lot, 70 plus days because brand perception kills sales. A 2023 Frontier Pro 4X with 22,000 miles sells for $32,000 to $36,000. A 2023 Tacoma TRD off-road with similar miles, $40,000 to $45,000. That's an $8,000 to $9,000 discount for similar off-road capability. The interior is finally modern. It matches Tacoma quality now. The ride is compliant on-road but capable off-road. The bed is genuinely useful at 5 feet with standard crew cab. Everything works well, it just carries the wrong badge. The downside, Nissan's reputation means skepticism from everyone. Dealer network isn't as extensive as Toyota. Fuel economy at 18 miles per gallon city, 24 highway trails competitors slightly. Resale value will always lag Tacoma by 15 to 20%, but you're getting modern off-road capability for $9,000 less than Tacoma. That's paying smart versus paying popular. But does Nissan's redesigned value compare to what GMC built as Colorado's better-looking twin? Number 6, GMC Canyon AT4, 2021 to 2023. GMC and Chevrolet sell the same mid-size truck with different badges and grills. The Colorado outsells the Canyon 3-to-1, leaving GMC dealers with inventory sitting unsold. That sibling rivalry creates opportunity for buyers who don't care about Chevy versus GMC badge prestige. The 2021 to 2023 GMC Canyon AT4 with a 3.6-liter V6, making 308 horsepower and 275 pound-feet of torque, is mechanically identical to the Colorado ZR2. Same frame, same suspension, same engine. The difference? The Canyon sits on lots 60-plus days while Colorados move quickly. A 2022 Canyon AT4 with 30,000 miles lists for $32,000 to $36,000. A 2022 Colorado ZR2 with similar miles, $38,000 to $42,000. That's a $6,000 gap for identical capability with slightly different styling. The 3.6-liter V6 is GM's proven LGZ engine lasting 200,000 to 250,000 miles in Camaros and Cadillacs. The 8-speed automatic shifts smoothly. The AT4 package includes legitimate off-road hardware, Multimatic DSSV shocks, locking rear differential, underbody protection. The interior quality matches Colorado exactly. Same screens, same materials, same build quality. The downside? The GMC brand lacks the working truck credibility Chevy carries. Fuel economy at 17 miles per gallon city, 20 highway is poor. The V6 feels strained when towing near the 7,000-pound limit. Parts availability trails domestic competitors. But you're getting ZR2 capability for $6,000 less because GMC badge. That's identical performance, lower price. We're entering the top 5. Trucks with serious capability sitting unsold because buyers believe myths instead of specs. Number 5, Chevrolet Silverado 1500 LT, 2019 to 2022. Chevrolet redesigned the Silverado for 2019 with bold styling, modern technology, and powerful engines. The internet immediately mocked the interior as cheap and dated compared to Ram. That perception problem means 2019 to 2022 Silverados sit on lots while Mio F-150S and Rams fly off. The 2019 to 2022 Chevrolet Silverado 1500 LT with a 5.3-liter V8 making 355 horsepower, avoid models with dynamic fuel management, or 2.7-liter turbo making 310 horsepower represents serious value. These trucks work, they just lost the interior beauty contest. Average days on lot, 65 plus days for used inventory. A 2021 Silverado LT Crew Cab 4WD with 35,000 miles sells for $32,000 to $36,000. A comparable 2021 Ram 1500 Bighorn or F-150X LT with similar miles, $38,000 to $43,000. That's a $6,000 to $7,000 discount for identical capability. The 2.7-liter turbo four-cylinder is surprisingly good. More torque than the 5.3-liter V8 down low. Better fuel economy at 20 miles per gallon city, 23 highway, and proven durable in fleet use. The 5.3-liter V8 without DFM, available in specific years/trims, avoids GM's lifter failure problems. The 8-speed automatic shifts smoothly. The aluminum bed doesn't dent or rust. The downside? The interior design genuinely looks cheaper than Ram. Hard plastics everywhere. Technology feels a generation behind. Models with dynamic fuel management, cylinder deactivation, risk lifter failures at 80,000 to 120,000 miles, costing $4,000 to $6,000. Brand perception says rental truck, but you're getting proven GM capability for $7,000 less because interior aesthetics matter more than powertrains. That's opportunity, but does Chevrolet's interior penalize value compared to what Ford built with their smallest EcoBoost? Number 4, Ford F-152.7-liter EcoBoost 2018 to 2021. Truck buyers remain convinced that turbocharged engines are ticking time bombs waiting to explode at 100,000 miles. That fear keeps perfectly reliable 2.7-liter EcoBoost F-150 US sitting unsold while naturally aspirated V8 ERs command premium prices. The 2018 to 2021 Ford F-150 with the 2.7-liter EcoBoost V6 making 325 horsepower and 400 pound-feet of torque proves turbo skepticism wrong. This engine launched in 2015, meaning 9+ years of real-world data showing 200,000 to 250,000 plus mile capability in commercial fleets. Average days on lot, 60+ days compared to 5.0-liter V8 models, a 2020 F-150X LT, Super Crew 4 WD with 40,000 miles and 2.7-liter, EcoBoost lists for $32,000 to $36,000. The same truck with 5.0-liter V8, $36,000 to $40,000. That's a $4,000 to $5,000 premium for naturally aspirated peace of mind that data doesn't support. The 2.7-liter uses compacted graphite iron block, stronger than aluminum, better heat dissipation than cast iron. The turbos are conservatively sized. Ford doesn't use cylinder deactivation, avoiding GM's lifter problems. Oil changes every 5,000 miles with synthetic keep turbos alive indefinitely. The 10-speed automatic shifts smoothly. The downside? Turbos eventually wear. Expect replacement around 150,000 to 200,000 miles costing $2,000 to $3,000. Premium fuel recommended for full power. The EcoBoost stigma means explaining your choice constantly. Towing capacity at 8,500 pounds trails, VARV 8 models, but you're getting V8 torque with better fuel economy at 20 miles per gallon city, 26 highway for $4,000 less. That's turbo fear creating value. But does Ford's turbocharged bargain compare to what Toyota built when they refused to change anything? Number 3, Toyota Tundra SR5 2018 to 2021. Toyota built the same Tundra from 2007 to 2021. 14 years without major changes. Critics called it outdated. Automotive journalists mocked the ancient interior. But owners just kept driving them past 400,000 miles while newer, better trucks died at 150,000. The 2018 to 2021 Toyota Tundra SR5 with a 5.7-liter V8 making 381 horsepower represents the last of Toyota's simple, proven proven, bulletproof truck engineering before they went hybrid. These trucks sit on lots because buyers see old design instead of proven reliability. Average days on lot, 55 plus days for UCDSR 5 models, a 2020 Tundra SR5 Crew Max 4WD with 35,000 miles sells for $36,000 to $40,000. That sounds expensive until you realize this truck will outlast 3 F-150S. The 5.7-liter 3UR-FEV8 is legendary. Port fuel injection means no carbon buildup. Naturally aspirated means no turbos to fail. Timing chain means no belt service. Consumer Reports gives these 5 out of 5 reliability ratings, the highest score possible. iSeeCars data shows 3.7% of Tundras reach 200,000 plus miles, the highest percentage of any full-size truck. At 150,000 miles, the Tundra feels like 50,000, while competitors are falling apart. The downside? Fuel economy at 13 miles per gallon city, 17 highway is absolutely brutal. Budget $6,000 plus annually for fuel. The interior technology is from 2007. Tiny screens, no Apple CarPlay until 2020. Towing capacity at 10,200 pounds trails domestic trucks. The styling looks dated now, but you're getting 500,000-mile capability for $36,000. That's paying for longevity, not gimmicks. But does even Toyota's legendary Tundra compare to what Ram built when they added diesel without diesel problems? Number 2, Ram 1500 EcoDiesel, 2020 to 2023. Say diesel truck and buyers immediately think expensive maintenance, emissions failures, DEF systems clogging. That fear keeps Ram EcoDiesel trucks sitting unsold despite offering the best fuel economy in the full-size segment and proven reliability. The 2020 to 2023 Ram 1500 EcoDiesel with a 3.0-liter EcoDiesel V6 making 260 horsepower and 480 pound-feet of torque delivers 22 miles per gallon city, 32 highway, unheard of for full-size trucks. That's Camry fuel economy in a truck towing 12,560 pounds. Average days on lot, 70 plus days because diesel scares buyers. A 2022 Ram 1500 Bighorn EcoDiesel with 30,000 miles lists for $38,000 to $42,000. A comparable 2022 Ram 1500 Bighorn 5.7-liter Hemi with similar miles, $40,000 to $44,000. That's only a $2,000 premium for diesel capability, but buyers avoid it anyway. The 3.0-liter EcoDiesel is VM Motori's proven architecture. It's the same basic engine in Jeep Wranglers and Grand Cherokees, crossing 200,000 plus miles without major issues. The 8-speed automatic shifts smoothly. The DEF system is simplified compared to heavy-duty diesels. Maintenance costs average $800 to $1,000 annually, reasonable for diesel capability. The downside? Diesel fuel costs more than gasoline. The miles per gallon savings offset this partially. DEF consumption adds operating costs. Some early 2020 models had emission system issues requiring software updates. The diesel stigma means defending your choice constantly, but you're getting 32 miles per gallon highway with 12,560 pound towing for minimal premium. That's efficiency nobody's buying, but does even Ram's diesel efficiency compare to the #1 truck rotting on lots that represents the future? Number 1, Ford F-150 PowerBoost Hybrid 2021 to 2023. The most advanced, most capable, most efficient F-150 ever built is sitting on dealer lots collecting dust. Not because it's unreliable, early data shows excellent durability, but because truck buyers refuse to accept hybrid and truck in the same sentence. The 2021 to 2023 Ford F-150 PowerBoost Hybrid combines a 3.5-liter EcoBoost V6 with electric motors for 430 combined horsepower and 570 pound-feet of torque. This hybrid system allows 12,700 pound towing capacity while delivering 25 miles per gallon city, 26 highway. No other full-size truck comes close to that combination. Average days on lot, 75 plus days, nearly double non-hybrid F-150s, a 2022 F-150 Lariat PowerBoost with 28,000 miles sells for $45,000 to $50,000. A comparable 2022 F-150 Lariat 5.0-liter V8 with similar miles, $48,000 to $52,000. That's $3,000 to $5,000 less for superior capability because hybrid sounds weak. The hybrid system reduces stress on the gas engine. It operates in its efficiency sweet spot more often. Regenerative braking means braking brake pads last 100,000 plus miles. The 7.2 kilowatt Pro Power onboard turns the truck into a mobile generator. Contractors can run power tools on job sites. Consumer Reports gives these 4 out of 5 predicted reliability. Excellent for first-generation hybrid trucks. The downside? Long-term battery replacement costs are unknown. Time will tell. The hybrid system adds complexity with more potential failure points. The hybrid stigma in truck culture is real and relentless. Used prices should be higher given capability, but you're getting best-in-class efficiency with maximum capability for less money because the market rejects progress. That's the ultimate opportunity. Thanks for watching. 12 trucks sitting on lots because perception trumps performance and stigma beats statistics. These aren't compromises, they're opportunities. While everyone overpays for Tacomas and fights over F-150s, smart buyers are getting proven powertrains, strong warranties, and serious capability for $6,000 to $12,000 less. If you thought these undervalued trucks were interesting, wait until you see our breakdown of luxury SUVs rotting on lots, where depreciation creates even bigger bargains. Hit subscribe. We expose market inefficiencies before they correct. Buy what's undervalued today. Sell when the market figures it out tomorrow. That's smart buying.